So now we have to assume that a change in government policy lowers the natural level of unemployment. So recall the production function. The production function depends negatively on the unemployment rate, right? Besides labor and capital. So as the unnatural level of unemployment increases, output will decrease, and if the natural unemployment rate decreases, output will automatically increase. So what happens if there's a change to government policies such that the natural level of unemployment is lowered? What happens? What happens is that we will have more workers in the economy. So if we have a higher number of workers in the economy, we will also experience a higher level of output per worker compared to the initial steady state value of output per worker. So output per worker will now be slightly higher. So we'll get this new production function here. So what is going on is that as a decrease in the natural rate of unemployment, there will be an increase in production because we'll have more workers working in the economy. However, the steady state value of capital per worker, okay, is unchanged. Why? Well, in the short run, short/medium run, we assume that capital is fixed. So because capital is fixed, the capital stock per worker in steady state remains unchanged. However, output will increase. However, in the long run, the capital stock will start adjusting. What happens? So in the short run, we get that there will be an increase in production directly through an increase in labor. That makes quite good sense. So we have more workers working, we have higher production. In the long run, higher production leads to more investments. So savings increase. So we get this green dotted line here. So we get savings prime, the new savings. And the capital per worker in steady state will be higher. So what happens? A higher production leads to larger savings, and remember, savings are placed into capital, and therefore we will have a higher stock of capital in per worker terms in steady state in the long run. So capital will adjust in the long run, and of course, if we have a higher capital stock in the long run, we will automatically also have a higher output level than the output level that we experienced in the short and the medium run. So we'll get y double star over n compared to our previous output level, that was y star prime over n. So the main take home here is that the capital stock is fixed in the short and medium run. As a result, the capital stock per worker in steady state will remain unchanged. However, production will increase because we have a higher number of workers working in the economy. As the production increases, in the long run, we will increase our savings and therefore investments. And where do investments go? Investment go into new capital stock. Therefore, we will get a higher capital stock in the long run, and therefore a higher capital stock in per worker terms in steady state. And this effect will of course be higher in the long run compared in the short and the medium run. So initially we have a higher number of workers. As a result, production goes up, but the increase in production that goes from the medium to short run to the long run will be even higher due to the fact that capital gets to adapt. Okay, So the long run effect is much larger than the short and medium run effect, due to the fact that capital gets to adapt as well. In the short run, capital cannot change, so the change in output will be very, very small. However, in the long run, we will have two effects. We will have the effect of more workers working in the economy, in the same time as accumulating even more capital through investments. So therefore, the effect will be even larger in the